ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's game between the Fort Dodge Gypsum Miners and your 2019 regular season champion, Bancroft Bandits. Congratulations to the coaches and players on being the 2019 regular season champions with a current record of 29-4. Our game today is sponsored by Central States Agency and Heartland Insurance. We'd like to welcome their family and friends to the Bandit game. Our first 100 paid admission to receive free hot dogs from Greg Penning and Company. Our first 100 paid admission to receive free popcorn and $1 off beverage from Algona Bancroft Rotary. Thank you to our sponsors. They help us bring Bandit baseball to Gypsum County.
Double checking that what it is.
We hope that you have a safe and enjoyable experience at tonight's game and remind you to please be respectful and courteous of others so that they can share in the fun and excitement that is Bandit baseball. The stadium can be a fun and exciting place to run and explore for our smaller fans. We ask that fans keep an eye on your children at all times. Climbing on or under the bleachers, running through the walkways, or jumping on the seats may be dangerous, so we ask that fans please treat these areas properly. For those fans visiting Bancroft Memorial Park for the first time, smoking is prohibited in all areas of the stadium. We ask that all smoking take place outside the gates. Thank you for cooperation in this matter. Restroom areas are located just north of the entrance area. The concession stand is located next to the entrance. Wristbands are required for anyone purchasing or drinking alcoholic beverages. You must be 21 to purchase or consume alcohol. Be able to get your wristbands at the concession stand. Next to the third base dugout, you'll be able to purchase your favorite Bandit merchandise. You can also purchase your Bandit merchandise at the Silent Station in Bancroft. Please return all foul balls to the merchandise area, or concession area. You'll receive a foul ball ticket to be used at the concession stand. If you need all foul balls returned so the game can continue. Thank you for cooperation. All proceeds include sales of food and beverages along with merchandise to be used to improve Bancroft Memorial Park. Be sure to celebrate your special day with us. Let us know that birthday, anniversary, or special accomplishment. Happy to announce during the game. Monday, the Bandits will be at home to start the playoffs. Enjoy the game and go Bandits. Tonight's lineup, leading off for the Miners, second baseman, number 2, Derek Kay. Batting second, the left fielder, number 6, Jose Guillen Jr. Batting third, the first baseman, number 28, Devin Porter. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 8, Peyton Krugler. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 29, Jackie Jimenez. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 15, Lyle Finney. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 4, Nate Dolman. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 5, Adam Thompson. Batting ninth, center fielder, number 20, Sam Kimmerly. Pitching tonight, number 10, Cole Schwartz.
Hold this out.
Now your lineup for your Bancroft Bandits.
Hold it. Oh, in the middle of that grass. Yes.
Leading off, center fielder, number 1, Brian Seaster. Batting second, the left fielder, number 6, Dakota Coco Kennedy. Batting third, the first baseman, number 29, Ivan Melendez. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 4, Adrian Torres. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 30, Miguel Nico Soto. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 11, Aaron Cowboy Mason. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 35, Bobby Chancho Galindo. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 12, Sean The Rock Ross. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 2, Cooper Denny. Pitching tonight, number 8, Jesse Johnson.
Right there. Yeah, right there is good.
Fans, please rise and move your caps for the national anthem.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bancroft Memorial Park, as we've already given the introduction of the starting lineups, and not much of a pregame, as the overall contest tonight between Bancroft and Fort Dodge was held in jeopardy thanks to hours and hours of battling rain tonight. So as you can see through the past few minutes, as the players continued to try and put dirt on the field to try to cover up the standing water that was Memorial Park all day long. But nevertheless, the Bancroft volunteers, players, and coaches all prevailed in their efforts to try and get in tonight's 7-inning contest between the visiting Fort Dodge Gypsum Miners and your Bancroft Bandits, who come into tonight's contest with an overall record of 28 wins and 4 losses, and Fort Dodge down to a 10-18 overall record. So as you heard from our PA announcer, Travis Newman, it was no doubt about it for a long time now who the regular season champions are, and yours truly, the Bancroft Bandits, riding on a 14-game winning streak and coming off a perfect 2-for-2 wins last night in a doubleheader action against the Peak Prospects, as one was a makeup game from this past Saturday. But also from this past Saturday, our head coach, Michael Kieran, tied the knot and got married at the tender age of 25, so we want to congratulate him. And now let's get back to business, as he hopes to bring the Pioneer Collegiate Baseball League Championship with the playoffs just right around the corner. Before then, let's try to keep this winning streak going all the way into the playoffs, as we're set for action. Leading things off for Fort Dodge will be Derek Kay, number 2, playing second base tonight for the Miners. And on the mound for the Bancroft Bandits, an all-conference pitcher out of the North Star Athletic Association and Valley City State University, number 8, a right-hander, Jesse Johnson. A fastball, curveball, and changeup all in his arsenal, and he does a great job mixing it up. So let's hope he can get good work done here tonight. And 7-inning action for the Bancroft Bandits in the gray jerseys and black hats, and Fort Dodge in their orange uniforms. First pitch misses high for ball 1. Second one on the way, and this one inside for ball 2. So as you can see, still slight chance of sprinkles heading through the 8 o'clock hour. Temperatures in the upper 60s. So not your typical Iowa weather for late July. A 2-0 count to Derek Kay, and he'll take this one down the heart of the plate for strike one. A 2-1 count now for the leadoff batter, Kay. Johnson set from the stretch. He kicks and fires, and on the outside corner for strike two taken. Kay buckled at the knees and just flinched with the bat on his shoulders. And a good curveball there from Jesse Johnson. He quickly evens up the count 2-2 and quickly resets. Fifth pitch of the at-bat, and this one will be fouled away out of the park and into the parking lot. So Puddles and Sprinkles can't keep away the Bandit faithful, as a lot of sponsorships went into tonight's contest and a lot of support from the town of Bancroft and the community surrounding. So it's still a 2-2 counts, and this curveball will get away from Johnson, sweeping into the other batter's box for ball three. A 7-pitch at-bat to start off the game, and we've worked the count full to Derek Kay, the leadoff hitter for Fort Dodge. Johnson with the 3-2 pitch, and it's just going to be a little bit of chin music, high and in for ball four. So Johnson going to go to work tonight with Cooper Denny behind the plate. The infield behind him, we got Galindo at first, Soto at second, Ross at short, and Melendez at third. And from left to right, the outfield goes Coco Kennedy, Brian Seamster, and Aaron Mason. We have Adrian Torres as the DH tonight. First pitch fastball to Jose Guillen Jr. misses up and in for ball one. So one man on first, no outs, and the left fielder, number 2 hitter, Jose Guillen Jr. at the plate. Johnson checks the runner. Not a big lead. It's the 1-0 pitch now to Guillen. He gets him swinging and missing on a fastball at the letters for strike one. So Johnson going to try to get familiar with the zone here. Only a 7-inning contest. So it's a 1-1 count now. Johnson from the stretch. Fastball down the pipe for strike two. Guillen takes that one. He'll now work from behind the count 1-2. So we want to thank you once again for tuning in, as it's just been a really rough day trying to get this contest in. A lot of hard work and elbow grease went into getting this field ready. But here we are. 1-2 pitch outside and to the backstop. A fastball that just gets away from Johnson, and Denny can't knock it down. And a pass ball to let Derek Kay head to second. So a 2-2 count now to Jose Guillen Jr., and we're still looking for out number one. So Johnson comes set for the 2-2. He kicks and fires, and this one's hit in the air to straightaway center. Seamster looks like he has a beat on it. He'll make the grab, and he'll come up throwing to third, and the throw is off the mark. Melendez is going to throw to the bag at second, and no early takeoff. So it'll be a fly out to center field for out number one. Derek Kay will take third on the fly out. So one down will now go to Devin Porter. First time we're going to be facing him in the Fort Dodge lineup. He was a late addition for the Miners, so he'll be in the 3-hole tonight at first base as he takes his spot in the left-handed batter's box. With one down now, Johnson still going from the stretch, and he blows the four-seam by Devin Porter, taken for strike one. Johnson going to have to battle here, try to not give up the first run of the game, just over at third base. Still scoreless, and the 0-1 pitch. Porter takes this one just a few inches off the plate for ball one. And a 1-1 count now, one away. Porter looking to put the Miners on the scoreboard first here in the top half of inning number one. So Johnson resets here. Third pitch of the at-bat, fastball. Just off the corner for ball two. 2-1 count now. Johnson from the stretch. The pitch swung on and fouled back into the net, so he'll even things up here at 2-2. It'd be a crucial move if he were to get out number 2 and not let Kay come in to score. So Porter just going to have to expand and try to get that run in from third with less than 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch from Johnson. Rolled over towards second, and Soto just going to have to go to first. So Porter does the job on an RBI ground out, but out number 2, and the bases will now be empty. But it's a 1-0 score for Fort Dodge in the first inning. So for the second straight game, Bancroft going to have to battle back from a 1-0 deficit after the first inning. As yesterday, we saw Tyler Hillman with a solo home run down 2 strikes. So hopefully the Bandits can wake up the bats today. They'll have to go against Lowell Schwartz for Fort Dodge as chin music on a fastball for ball 1. So the cleanup batter Peyton Krugler backs off for a 1-0 count. Batting fourth in right field today, wearing number 8. The stretch for the 1-0 pitch, and once again, high and in for ball 2, and a 2-0 count to Peyton Krugler with 2 away, nobody on base. The 2-0 pitch, and Krugler might have snapped the bat on that one, and he pops him up in the infield, and Melendez will camp under it to make the grab for out number 3 as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Bandits coming to bat, but they trail Fort Dodge 1-0. You're listening to Bandits Baseball live from Memorial Park. So welcome back to the ballpark as it's 1-0 for the Miners after 1/2 inning of play. Thanks to a walk given up by Johnson to the leadoff hitter Derek Kay. A fly out and another batter after that, a ground out for an RBI for Devin Porter, and then a pop out for out number 3. So only 1 run through 4 hitters faced and no hits so far this game. But Bancroft coming off of 17 runs in the past 2 games, both played yesterday in doubleheader action for Ames. And our leadoff batter tonight, Brian Seamster, had a very productive day at the plate, getting on base multiple times each game, 3 for 7 through the 2 games, as well as a 2-run home run that broke open the scoreboard for a 9-0 contest in game number 1. So let's hope for another big game out of Brian Seamster, leading things off out of center field as he steps in, awaiting the first pitch from number 10, Lowell Schwartz, a right-hander for Fort Dodge. First pitch, the at-bat, taken on the outer half of the plate for strike 1. So let's hope Seamster can get the timing down now as he steps back in with an 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch, and And Seamster will take this one as it just runs inside for ball one. Also missing low. 1-1 count now to Seamster as he'll foul this one out of play. Popped up to the left side for strike two. Seamster just a hair late on that one. Let's hope he can get the timing down now for a 1-2 count. Schwartz winds and fires. Tries to go with a backdoor slider there and just off the plate. Almost executing, but just going to miss out by a hair for ball two. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes. So a 2-2 now. Wind the pitch, and Seamster with another foul piece there. Trying to do a good job defending the plate with 2 strikes. Bancroft looking for their 15th straight victory here tonight. They find themselves trailing by 1 early. So the 2-2 pitch still. And Seamster will sit on this one as it's another slider that just runs inside the chalk. The left-handed batter's box for ball 3. And we've worked the count full. The leadoff batter, Brian Seamster. Schwartz quickly resets. Fastball just outside for ball 4. And Seamster draws a full count walk to start things off for the Bandits in the bottom of the first. So we now go to the all-star Coco Kennedy as he has been tearing it up at the plate for the past few weeks. Yesterday, just not quite his game. But, he's looking to turn things around here tonight in a big way as he steps in for his first at-bat. Coco's been putting the power on display, blasting out 5 home runs over the past 3 weeks. But he'll take the first pitch above the letters for ball 1. A 1-0 count now to Coco Kennedy. Schwartz from the stretch, and Kennedy will wear this one off the legs, so it'll be free 90s for the first 2 Bandit batters. A walk to Seamster, and now a hit-by pitch to Coco Kennedy. So the tying run now stands on second. The go-ahead on at first, and a dangerous batter at the plate. Number 29 tonight, Ivan Melendez. So just a jersey change for Ivan Melendez as the number 34 gray would have been a little small on him, but a big batter nevertheless. So let's hope he can put together a good night at the plate. And the last regular season home game for the Bancroft Bandits will be on the road tomorrow night at Storm Lake and Saturday at Carroll. Both 9-inning contests starting at 6:45. Schwartz from the stretch. And this one above the head of Melendez. So now Schwartz trying to refamiliarize with the zone as he walks the leadoff batter Seamster and hits Kennedy on the leg on a 1-0 count. And now he's going to start off Melendez with a hitter's count, 2 balls, no strikes, still no outs. Schwartz sets in, he fires, and Melendez throws the tip of the bat on an outside fastball, just hits it straight back into the net for strike 1. So, he's looking to drive a pitch here early in the count, still 2-1. Fourth pitch on the way. Schwartz to the plate, and once again up and in for ball 3. 3-1 count now to Ivan Melendez. Three hits at the plate yesterday from Melendez, so some very good consistent work here all summer, but he'll take this one outside for ball 4. And Schwartz puts all of the 3 first batters faced on base. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. And a big opportunity now for Adrian Torres to blow this thing open with nobody out. And the base is juiced. So Adrian Torres, the designated hitter tonight out of New Mexico Junior College. A standout this past spring, only his freshman season with a batting average of around 412 home runs. Let's hope Torres can do something here. Take the first pitch outside for ball 1. apart from that last at bat to Melendez, Schwartz is not missing by much. A 1-0 pitch to Torres, and this one looked a little more outside. This time called for strike one. So Torres going to have to expand here, try to hit something hard past the infield. Try to tie this thing up or potentially take the lead for the Bandits here in the bottom half of inning number one. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Torres skies this one to the left side in foul territory, and it'll drift out of the park foul. So Schwartz now works ahead of Torres, 1 ball to 2 strikes. Still nobody out. The corners of the infield playing in slightly. First baseman Porter on the grass. Still a 1-2 count. Schwartz from the stretch. This one in the dirt, and a nice block there from Niall Finney to keep it in front and not allow a pass ball there. As you know, Seamsters get Nancy over at third base, just 90 feet away from tying this thing up. So that's ball 2, and now a 2-2 count to Torres. And the pitch, and Torres stays alive to battle with 2 strikes. He fouls it straight back, and you really got to think everybody's at a disadvantage here tonight with not a whole lot of time to prepare, to stretch out, no batting practice, and just a little bit of catch before the game because all the players' time were spent trying to prep this field ready for tonight's contest. So 2-2 pitch to Torres, and they'll try to dodge it here as it almost gets him on the leg for ball 3. But like I said, even for hitters, not a whole lot of batting practice other than just tee work and front toss over in the batting cages. They got their work cut out for them tonight. Nevertheless, a full count here for Adrian Torres. And the pitch, and it's in the dirt for ball 4, and that'll tie things up. 3 walks and a hit by pitch, and it's a rough start for Lowell Schwartz, and it can only get worse from here. He's still no outs, and the bases are still loaded. All it takes is 1 hard hit ball, and we know we got a solid hitter at the plate now with Miko Soto. So after the walk, Seamster comes in to score. All the runners just advance 1, and the base is still loaded. Nobody out for Miko Soto. Schwartz still from the stretch, and he'll miss outside for ball 1. Got to wonder, too, if the ball might be a little slippery. Some of these pitches, both Johnson and Schwartz missing by a wide margin. A 1-0 count now to Soto. Swings on this one, grounds it back up the middle, and it's fielded. Flips to second, and the throw to first, not in time. And it'll be an RBI fielder's choice. So the first batted ball for Bancroft will be a ground out. So finally out number 1, as Ivan Melendez will head to third, and Soto brings in the go-ahead run, and he'll just trade spots with Torres at first. So it's now a 2-1 contest. Bancroft quickly gets back out in front, and there's still work yet to be done. With 1 down, runners at the corners, we go to Aaron Cowboy Mason, batting 6th, playing right. First pitch, swung on and pops him up in foul territory as Devin Porter tries to make the grab. Just carries over the fence, and a lucky break there for Mason. Let's hope he can take advantage of a second life opportunity here. 0-1 count, 1 down. Could have been fatal there as Porter looked like he had a play on it. Just drifted out of play. At 0-1, Schwartz quickly resets. Second pitch. Outside to the backstop, and Melendez going to come in to score. Schwartz not going to cover the bag. And just like that, 5 base runners for Bancroft, and 3 of them come in to score. As Soto will take second base, and it's a 3-1 contest, and Aaron Mason still working with a 1-1 count and only 1 down. Schwartz comes set. The 1-1. Mason tries to hit this one the other way. and still carries out a play foul. So he'll now fall behind 1-2 strikes. One-two count. And the pitch on the outside corner, and he'll sit Mason down looking for strike number 3 and out number 2. A good pitch there with 2 strikes.
First baseman, number 35, Bobby Tancho Galindo.
So with the delayed start, we obviously have a lot of action already underway around the Pioneer League, as the Prospects currently trail the Storm Lake Whitecaps 3-2. With 2 down, we go to Bobby Galindo. Soto still on at second, and Galindo takes the first pitch below the knees for ball 1. And live from Merchants Park, looks like the Albert Lee Lakers might be on top of the Merchants 5-0 from Carroll. So a 1-0 pitch to Galindo, just outside for ball 2. Still a big at-bat here for Galindo, a 2-0 hitter's count, 2 away. He could sit back and try to drive in another run for the Bandits, extend this lead some more. 2-0 pitch, swung on and grounded towards second. And Kay takes his time to make the play for out number 3. Says the Bandits leave 1 runner stranded, but on no hits, they score 3 to take their first lead of the game. In just a matter of no time, we head to the top of the second. The scoreboard reads Bancroft 3, Fort Dodge 1. You're listening to Bandits Baseball live from Memorial Park. We'll lead things off in the top half of inning number 2 with the powerful bat of Jackie Jimenez, the DH batting 5th tonight. Set to lead off the Miners in inning number 2. They trail your Bancroft Bandits 3-1 in a beautiful curveball from Jesse Johnson to start off Jimenez 0-1. A lot of movement there. He freezes him. He'll take it for strike 1. Johnson quickly resets from the stretch. The 0-1 on the way. Fastball swung on and missed, as now he blows the heater past him for strike 2. Johnson shakes off a pitch. Quickly up on Jimenez, 0-2. He kicks, he fires, and this one rides outside for ball 1. Still no hits so far this game, and it's a 3-1 contest as this pitch is hit in the air to the left side, a mile high, and way foul. Semenez tried to run into one there, just got under it and around it for a foul ball. And the count will stay at 1-2. Johnson comes set for the 1-2 count, and he fires. Fastball grounded towards Melendez. He makes the scoop and the throw to first. A beautiful play there in the field by Ivan Melendez. Great fundamental ground out, and it's out number 1. So for the Bancroft Bandit fans, it's their favorite batter, the beer batter, as we go to the catcher, Lyle Finney, hitting 6th tonight, wearing number 15. So Finney steps in for his first at-bat. 1 down, nobody on base. Johnson still working out of the stretch as the first pitch is fouled to the backstop for strike 1. Johnson with a fastball in the mid to upper 80s. You know, that curveball and changeup. It's a good pitch to throw the hitters off. Here's the 0-1, taken just above the letters for ball 1. The 1-1 count now. So far this summer, Johnson has had exceptional work with that curveball and changeup. The 1-1 count. Here's the third pitch of the at-bat, and this one will skip to the plate in the dirt for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike here for Finney. Trying to get things going for the Miners in the second. And this one, oh, watch out. It might have tagged him on the shoulder as it gets away from Johnson, and he'll tag Lyle Finney on the shoulder in a hit-by pitch. So it hasn't quite been the cleanest baseball game through an inning and a third so far, as we've seen a handful of walks and hit batters. No hits and already 4 runs scored. It's still Bancroft 3, Fort Dodge 1. As the first pitch of the at-bat to Nate Dolman is swung on and fouled out of play. And like I said earlier, the hitters really at a disadvantage with next to no time really to take batting practice and get mentally focused for this game, as for the past few hours we didn't know if we were going to have a game here in Bancroft. An 0-1 count now to Nate Dolman. Runner on first, 1 down. Second pitch of the at-bat on the way, taken high for ball 1. One count. Johnson quickly kicks and fires, and Dolman late as he swings and misses at the fastball for strike 2. So a ground ball could end it here on a double play. Let's see what happens here with the 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Just missing there, and Dolman holds off for ball 2. On a fastball just inside. It's a 2-2 count now. From the stretch, and he gets Dolman down swinging. Good execution with that curveball there, and it's out number 2 as Johnson gets his first strikeout in the 7th hitter he faced. We'll now go to the 8th batter in the order, the shortstop number 5, Adam Thompson. So Johnson looking for out number 3 here, a force at first and second. Here's the first pitch as Thompson lays off a high fastball for ball 1. Johnson checks the runner at first. Not much of a lead from Finney. As the second pitch just going to miss inside for ball 2. And it's a 2-0 hitters count for Adam Thompson. Johnson from the stretch with the 2-0 pitch and fastball in there for strike 1. Definitely a good pitch to take there with a 2-0. It's a fastball with the letters. You really got to get a read on it early as you see it out of the hand. So 2-1 and a curveball. He goes fast and then the breaking ball to quickly even up the count in 2 pitches, 2-2 now. Johnson comes set. 5th pitch on the way, and it's swung on and missed as he blows the 4-seam by Thompson. Back-to-back strikeouts to end things in the second. And Jesse Johnson will hold the Miners scoreless in the second to keep the scoreboard at Bancroft 3, Fort Dodge 1. Heading into the bottom of the second, Bandits coming back to bat. You're listening to Bancroft Baseball from Memorial Park. We'll lead things off 8-9, top of the order due up for the Bancroft Bandits in the bottom of the second. We're still awaiting the first base hit of the ball game. As we'll lead things off with a shortstop, Sean Ross. Arguably one of the most powerful bats in the league to hit 8th in the order. As we know, Sean Ross capable of leaving any park. 6 home runs this summer. A lot of those coming as of late. So here's the first pitch to Ross. Roped right at the shortstop on the first pitch. A solid batted ball, but Adam Thompson did not have to move much at all. 1 pitch, 1 down. So a tough break there for Sean Ross. Couldn't get that one over the shortstop, and we'll go quickly now to the catcher, Cooper Denny. He'll sit on the first pitch for strike 1 from Lowell Schwartz. Second pitch of the at-bat, and Denny hits this one over the backstop. Quickly now behind 0-2 in the count. Have to try to defend the plate now. The 0-2 on the way, and a curveball that just didn't break much. And this is high for ball 1. Schwartz back in the windup, nobody on, 1 down. The 4th pitch, a fastball in the dirt. 2-2 count now to the catcher, Cooper Denny. He's trading off time, starting catching with Bobby Galindo, who'll be at first base tonight. So we await the 5th pitch of the at-bat. It's on the way. Schwartz going from the stretch and almost painting the corner there for ball 3. Just a hair outside, and it's a full count now to Cooper Denny. The pitch, and it's outside for ball 4. So a 1-out walk for Denny. Good job to work back from 2 strikes there. Around the league, we're in the 5th innings for both Albert Lee leading Carroll 7-1, and in the bottom of the 5th, Storm Lake just out in front of the Peak Prospects 3-2. So now we go back to the top of the order with Brian Seamster taking the first pitch outside for ball 1. So Seamster walked and scored the first Bandit run of the game just an inning ago, and we're already back at the top of the order. 1 man on first, 1 down. The 1-0 pitch outside, ball 2. Once again, Seamster had a very productive day at the plate yesterday. 3 for 7 with a bomb. Also a couple of walks. So he's filling that leadoff spot very nicely. The 2-0 pitch. And outside for ball 3. Schwartz can't quite get consistent yet. And a 3-0 count early to Brian Seamster. Checks the runner at first. Denny with a modest lead. A quick pick over attempt, and they can't put the tag on him. I think it was just a bit of a late reaction there from Denny. So it wasn't a fantastic move, but they almost sell it for a tag, but nevertheless they couldn't connect on the throw. Safe all around, a 3-0 count now to Seamster, and the pitch, and swung on and missed. So once again, it's a bold decision to take a swing at a 3-0 pitch. And it's a curveball, nevertheless, that Seamster is well out in front of. So a 3-1 hitters count still here for Seamster, still in good shape. 5th pitch on the way, a fastball, and he fouls it out of play. So quickly in 2 pitches, Schwartz will work the count full 3-2 here to the leadoff batter, Brian Seamster. The pitch, and rides inside for ball 4. Back-to-back walks as Denny will take second and Seamster will walk to first.
Next bat for the Bandits, left fielder, number 6, Coco Kennedy.
Through 10 hitters face, Schwartz has given up 5 walks and a hit by pitch. So he's still trying to get settled in here already. 1 time through the order. We go back now to Coco Kennedy. Runners on first and second. First pitch chopped foul towards the Fort Dodge side, and it's quickly 0-1. So Kennedy, an aggressive hitter, but you know he's not afraid to draw a walk or to stand in front of a ball and wear it. Here's the 0-1, and Kennedy just gets a piece of it. Can't quite time it up just yet, and it's 2 chopped foul ground balls, and quickly now 0-2. Coach Van Vader trying to say sit back and drive it, as he's just missing. There's the 0-2 from Schwartz, and well outside, and another nice block for Lyle Finney, the catcher tonight. Tried to slide over. It might have been a little shaken up in the groin area. Gets a moment here. 1-2 count following ball 1. Kennedy steps back in, waiting the 4th pitch of the at-bat. 1-2. Schwartz comes set from the stretch. He fires. And he'll blow this one over the plate for strike 3. Kennedy goes down looking, and it's out number 2.
Next bat for the Bandits, third baseman, number 29, Ivan Melendez.
So there's the second strikeout for Lowell Schwartz here tonight. Both of them looking thus far. And with 2 down, we now go to Ivan Melendez. Trying to not leave the base runners stranded. Left them hanging out there. He'll take ball one just outside. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch as Melendez ropes this one through the 5-6 hole easily. He's going to wave Denny around third. The throw from left off the mark. And it's an RBI single with 2 down for Ivan Melendez as Cooper Denny scores from second. With 2 down, first pitch of the at-bat, and Melendez just burns the third baseman and shortstop with a sharply hit line drive through the 5-6 hole. Seamster will reach third all the way from first. And an RBI single for Melendez will now make it 4-1. With runners at the corners, we now go to Adrian Torres. Another opportunity to extend this lead. And after that, that was the first base hit of this game. And we've already had 5 runs scored. So Schwartz checks Melendez over at first. Not much of a lead here. First pitch on the way, just outside, ball 1. Still an overcast, but not much more rain. Not to say that it's done, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Still hopeful to get 7 innings in here. The 1-0 pitch to Torres, and he'll take it upstairs for ball 2. Two-0 count now. And the pitch. Torres hits this one in the air to straightaway center. Could be trouble. And on the slide, they make the grab for out number 3. And a nice play there for the center fielder, Sam Kimmerly, as he'll come in with out number 3, and he'll lead things off for Fort Dodge in the top half of inning number 3. So the Bandits add 1 more to their lead as it's 4-1 heading into the top of the third. You're listening to Bandits Baseball live from Memorial Park. So we're back here to start the third inning of tonight's contest. We're already through 2 complete, and we'll lead things off with the switch hitting center fielder Sam Kimmerly from the left side, taking on the right-hander Jesse Johnson. In the bottom of the second, the Bandits added 1 more thanks to an RBI single from Ivan Melendez. That was only the first run. That was only the first hit of the game. So it's 1-0 to Kimmerly. Second pitch. Going to miss low for ball 2. Top of the 7th, and the Alberley Lakers are still on top of the Carroll Merchants on the road 7-1, and Kimmerly runs into this one with a 2-0 count. Almost places it beautifully down the line and right. Could have been extra bases to start things off for the Miners here. Kimmerly hitting 9th tonight. We got the top of the order with Derek Kay on deck. He led off the game with a walk and later scored the first run of the game in the top of the first. And Kimmerly hits this one into right as Soto almost comes away with a backhanded grab. I'm not sure if he would have been able to make the throw, as it's a single for Sam Kimmerly to start things off in the top half of the third. And now we'll go back to the top of the order with Derek Kay. So now the prospects of Peak now lead the Storm Lake Whitecaps 4-3 from their home field in Granger, as it's now first pitch swung on and missed, and a back pick to first, just not in time. So Johnson gets the fastball past Kay, swung on and missed for strike one. An 0-1 count, and Cooper Denny almost got Kimmerly over at first on a back pick. And another pickoff. It's empty here from Johnson, and throw leads Galindo off the bag. So Kimmerly will slide back safely there. Still 0-1 as Johnson resets from the stretch. Fires, runner takes off, and Kay hits this one in the air to right field. Mason races back to grab it, and it hangs up long enough to allow Kimmerly to head back to first. Almost a hit and run attempt, and instead Kay will fly out to right for out number one. If that were on the ground, then that could have been trouble. Or if it were even a line drive, it could have been trouble, as Aaron Mason could have came up throwing from right field to first. It would have been one heck of a double play. So one down. Kimmerly still leads off first. Johnson now to Jose Guillen Jr. Gets him swinging and missing at a first pitch fastball for strike one. So now both teams only with one hit each, as the second pitch of the at-bat foul tipped into the catcher, Cooper Denny. He wears it like a champ, as it's strike two and quickly 0-2 in the count. The 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch, and foul tip into the mitt and to first. Oh, could have been a double play to end things in the third, but instead it's strike three to Guillen Jr. And Denny just gets that much closer to a back pick over at first. Quick pickoff attempt, not in time. As that's almost three times now Kimmerly got thrown out at first. As he'll take off for second, swung on and missed. Denny to second, a beautiful throw, and he got him! Caught stealing, and what a hose from the catcher, Cooper Denny, to end things in the top of the third. And just like that, it's only a 1-2-3 inning with one hit for the Miners. It's a second scoreless half inning for Jesse Johnson as we now go to the bottom of the third. Bandits lead at 4-1 over the Gypsum Miners. You're listening to Bandits Baseball Live from Memorial Park. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the ballpark as the Bandits come back to bat in the bottom of the third. Fort Dodge with 1 run scored on 1 hit. Bancroft with 4 runs scored, also on 1 hit. So not a whole lot of offense despite 5 runs scored here through 2.5. As we're here in the bottom of the third, and it's an 0-1 count as Soto takes the first pitch strike. Lowell Schwartz still doing the work for Fort Dodge. And the start tonight, here's the 0-1. And Soto rolls over on this one for strike 2 on a foul towards the Fort Dodge dugout. Soto steps in 0 for 1 with an RBI fielder's choice back in the first to knock in the go-ahead run. Let's see if he could get things going for the Bandits once again. The 0-2 and almost down the line. Just foul over the third base bag. Would have been extra bases. Sharply hit down the line, just foul, and it's still 0-2. Fourth pitch of the at-bat on the way as Schwartz winds and fires. Curveball grounded right back up the middle, and Thompson can't make the play. As Soto will go safely into first.
Next bat for the Bandits, right fielder, number 11, Aaron Cowboy Mason.
So Soto leads things off on at first and will now go to Aaron Cowboy Mason. Looking to turn things around here as he steps in 0 for 1 with a backwards K. He's looking for a pitch to drive here. First pitch, swung on, hit right back up the middle, and a light line drive hung up and caught for the second baseman, Derek K, for out number 1.
First baseman, number 35, Bobby Chancho Galindo.
So it looked good off the bat. Well, the ball might have just been a little waterlogged, perhaps. It just hung up at the edge of the infield for K to camp under it and make the grab for out number 1. So we'll now go to the left-handed hitter, first baseman Bobby Galindo. First pitch, and he hits this one in the air just straightaway center, and this one's also going to hang up there. Caught by Kimmerly for out number 2, and in 2 pitches, it's 2 down.
Next bat for the Bandits, shortstop, number 12, Sean the Rock Ross.
So based off of those past 2 at-bats, the ball might not be carrying that well tonight. Or maybe they just missed it. As also stepping in with a line drive out himself, we go to Sean Ross. A well-batted ball back in the second. But it just right at the shortstop, so he steps in 0 for 1, and first pitch of the at-bat on the way. Ross sits on 1 inside for strike 1. Taken on the inner half of the plate, 0-1 the count. Second pitch for the stretch, and Ross skies this one to the right side. And Krugler tracks it down. 3 straight flyouts for out number 3, and we'll now go to the top of the 4th. As we're just flying through this contest, it's still Bancroft 4, Fort Dodge 1. As you're listening to Bandits Baseball live from Memorial Park. Welcome back to the ball game as it's 3-4-5 due up for the Fort Dodge Gypsum Miners as Devin Porter was left at the plate when Sam Kimberly got thrown out at second for out number 3 back in the third. So he'll lead things off for Fort Dodge in the top of the fourth. They've already blazed through 3 complete innings and only seen 2 base hits up to this point. First pitch taken for ball 1. Not sure where that missed. As Jesse Johnson still going strong here, only giving up 1 run through 3 complete, striking out 3 in the past 2 innings. And he blows the heater by Porter there for strike 1. No action in the Bancroft bullpen just yet, and neither for Fort Dodge. So 1-1 is the count, and Johnson back in the stretch. A curveball just missing, and the umpire might have just held off on pulling the trigger, calling strike 2. Just missing for ball 2 at the 2-1 count now. Fourth pitch at bat, and this one outside for ball 3, and a 3-1 hitters count now for Devin Porter. Stepping in 0 for 1, but an RBI ground out at that, as he was able to put Fort Dodge on the board first back in the first inning. So here's the 3-1 pitch. Fastball taken for ball 4.
Next bat for the Miners, right fielder number 8, Peyton Krugler.
So we'll go now to the cleanup hitter and right fielder Peyton Krugler. Krugler had an infield fly out his past time up. Stepping in 0 for 1, but definitely not a hitter to be taken lightly. This guy has a great line drive and launch angle approach. But Johnson will get the fastball past him on the first pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Good pitch there from Johnson. Could potentially be seeing Augie Voigt in relief tonight as he makes his way towards the bullpen for Bancroft. But now you got to wonder if even the bullpen is in solid shape. With all the rain we've gotten all day, it's an 0-1 count here for Johnson. And quickly 0-2. 2 pitches swung on and missed from Krugler. Johnson resets for the 0-2, and this one gets away from him outside, and a good block there from Denny to hold Porter on at first for ball 1. Outside in the dirt. The 1-2, and this one's up and in for ball 2. Even count 2-2 after Johnson started out 0-2. He's still looking for his first out. And the pitch, curveball, and he'll sit him down for strike 3 looking.
Next bat for the Miners, designated hitter number 29, Jackie Jimenez.
So with that strikeout, that's strikeout number 4 for Johnson as he earns his first here in the top of the 4th, and he'll offer ball 1 high to Jackie Jimenez, stepping in 0 for 1 with a ground out. Second pitch hit back into the net for strike 1 on a foul tip. That'll even things up 1-1 here with 1 away. Still runner on first. Here's the third pitch. Swung on straight back to the backstop. Foul tip for strike 2. Johnson looking pretty solid here tonight in his first start on the summer. Actually, make that his second start, I believe, as I wasn't here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he might have started this past weekend against Storm Lake at home. He did. So this is his second start. So without a doubt, in no time, he's gotten comfortable for the Bancroft Bandits in purple this summer. So the count will stay at 1-2 as this one's fouled out of play. Still a 1-2 count for Jimenez as he fouls this one straight back. Johnson resets for the fifth pitch, taken in the dirt, and Denny throws across the diamond, and it is on the money. And don't run on Cooper Denny. That's the second runner that he has thrown out tonight. See you later, out number 2 to empty the bases. Wow, what? Check out the hose. That is the right arm of Cooper Denny. Just like that, it's a 2-2 count, 2 away now, nobody on. Johnson working for out number 3 here. As he fires, just missing high and in for ball 3 to work the count full. Three-two pitch, and it's going to miss low in the dirt for ball 4. 2 down we go to the beer batter, Lyle Finney, stepping in with a hit by pitch in his last trip. So listen to this ovation from Memorial Park. First pitch from Johnson, fouled out of play for strike 1. So we know we have a lot of sponsorships here present in tonight's game, and the weather did not hinder this turnout one bit. So an 0-1 count now for Finney. Johnson from the stretch. Just outside for ball 1, almost painting the corner there with a curveball. And he's got a lot of run on that curveball. It's hard to see the break from up top here in the crow's nest. I'm sure the movement is filthy. So a 1-1 count to Finney. The pitch on the inner half taken for strike 2. And just listen to the Bandit faithful come to life here as Johnson works up 1-2. How do you cope with this if you're the batter? Johnson from the stretch with the 1-2, upstairs for ball 2. The count's back to even 2-2. Deuces across the scoreboard with 2 away. Jimenez dancing around at first. As Johnson resets and then he steps out for a moment. I'm sure he can't even hear himself think. It's hard enough for a hitter to clear his mind at the plate. And Denny's going to head out to the mound. Try to talk things over with his pitcher, Jesse Johnson here. Still got 2 down here in the top half of inning number 4. Johnson looking to hold the Miners scoreless for the 3rd straight inning. Still await the 5th pitch of the at-bat. Here it is, the 2-2. Upstairs once again for ball 3. And now it's a full count. Second straight batter, the count works full. The 3-2. Johnson from the stretch. Just missing low and outside for ball 4.
Next to bat for the Miners, third baseman number 4, Nate Goldman.
So Coach Kieran is going to head out to the mound to talk things over, and it looks like we're going to go to another right-hander. Still got to tip your cap. Not a bad start here for Jesse Johnson. As obviously now, you're going to want to have to save as much arms as you can with as many as pitchers that have signed pro contracts for the Bancroft Bandits. So Johnson's night will be done through 3 2/3 innings pitched. And we'll now go to Augie Cupcakes Voigt, the right-hander out of Waukegan, Illinois, the all-star out of William Penn, as we'll let Voigt warm up here from Memorial Park. And we'll be right back, still awaiting the third and final out here in the top half, inning number 4. Scoreboard still Bancroft on top of Fort Dodge, 4-1. Listening to Bandits Baseball. We'll be right back. Nate Dolman will step in as the first hitter face for Augie Voigt. The first pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. And with the little to no batting practice that the hitters for the Bandits got, the Miners had just about the same, if not less, on the away field. So it's an 0-1 count, and this one roped right back up the middle. This could be trouble. They're waving the runner around third, and the grass is going to kill the line drive in center. And with 2 down, it's going to be an RBI single for Nate Dolman to chip away at the lead. And it's now 4-2. So Jackie Jimenez will come all the way to score from second. Now cut the lead in half, 4-2. And now Voigt still looking for out number 3. And he's now going to tag Adam Thompson on the back. This could be trouble here, as now the bases are juiced for Fort Dodge.
Next match for the Miners, center fielder number 20, Sam Kimberly.
So Thompson on the hit by pitch heads to first. Dolman to second and Finney to third. And we'll go now to the bottom of the order with Sam Kimberly, the center fielder. Stepping in 1 for 1. First pitch, swung on and fouled straight back, but Fort Dodge only trailing by 2 now, and the base is loaded. It's going to be tough for Augie Voigt to try and get out of this one. He made the all-star team for Team University for William Penn. Fort Dodge might be waking up the offense here. The second pitch, the at-bat, taken outside for ball 1. 1-1 count now. third pitch of the at-bat, swung on and fouled straight back to the fence for strike 2. So Voigt at least works ahead of this at-bat, 1-2 now. Four strikeout performance for Johnson here tonight. 1-2. Just missing inside for ball 2. Now we got a left-hander, Dante Glover, warming up for Bancroft. The 2-2 pitch from Voigt. Popped him up, could be trouble. Melendez races towards it, says he has room, and he easily catches it for out number 3. So Voigt gets out of a jam, only giving up 1. Fort Dodge cuts the lead in half, 4-2. But hold on here. Now, did Melendez catch that one in play? As they're trying to look this thing over, and I don't think they could see a white line. I think it might stand. So tempers flaring as the head coach McLeod had some harsh words for the home plate umpire after not getting this call on a foul ball out for out number 3. So we're going to try to continue this game after a heated moment on the field. It's the bottom of the 4th inning. The Bandits back to bat with the catcher, Cooper Denny. 9-1-2 do it for the Bandits in the bottom half of the 4th. As we've hit the halfway mark of this game, it's still 4-2. After Fort Dodge scored 1 run, cut the lead in half, but left the bases loaded, failing to do any more. As Denny takes the first pitch for ball 1. Oh, pitch to Denny, swung on and fouled straight back for strike 1. Foul tip. One to Denny, and this one sails to the backstop for ball 2. So Lowell Schwartz still going strong here. Not giving up a run for Bancroft in the past 2 innings. They got to try to wake the bats up and fast. We've only seen 1 base hit from Ivan Melendez thus far. Fourth pitch, and Denny will draw his second walk, as he'll once again lead things off with a free 90. And we'll head back to the top of the order with Brian Seamster, and he's been an eagle eye at the plate tonight. 2 walks, both on full counts. So that's all you can ask for your leadoff man is just to get on base. And Seamster's done that. 1 run scored, left stranded in his last trip on third. So here's waiting the first pitch. Finney sets up outside, and Seamster will take this one over the heart of the plate for strike 1. A 1 count now for Brian Seamster. Stepping back in. Third trip to the plate tonight. Looking for his first knock or his third consecutive time on base. The pitch in the dirt. And Lyle Finney with another block, and he's done a splendid job tonight. He's had his work cut out for him. Count's even up at 1-1, nobody out, and 1 man on first, and this one rides outside for ball 2. So Seamster just quite hasn't found his pitch to drive yet tonight. He's done a good job fouling off pitches with 2 strikes. But he's still being picky here with a 2-1 count. The pitch. Hits this one in the air towards center, drifting towards left. And an easy grab for Kimberly for out number 1.
Next man for the Bandits, left fielder number 6, Dakota Coco Kennedy.
So with Fort Dodge showing some offensive life back in the last half inning in the top of the 4th, the Bandits need to start getting some more run support. They still lead 4-2, but they just have not been hitting the ball very well tonight. With 1 down, we go back to Coco Kennedy. First pitch, and he'll wear it on the elbow. Second time Kennedy's been plunked tonight. It's a tough hitter right there.
Third baseman number 29, Ivan Melendez.
His hit by pitch count has to just be astronomical at this point. So stepping in 1 for 1 with an RBI single, a walk, and a run scored, Ivan Melendez. Only Bandit with a hit thus far. Let's see what he can do. Once again with runners in scoring position. Man on first and second. First pitch from Schwartz. Taken upstairs for ball 1. So, Melendez is definitely looking to feed off of his last hit back in the second. With the 1-0. Here's the pitch. Outside ball 2. Final in the Pioneer League, Albert Lee wins one on the road at Merchants Park. They defeat Carroll 7-1. Final score through 7. A 2-0 hitters count to Melendez. The pitch, 3 straight balls to start off Melendez in his third at bat. 3-0 now the count. Now Schwartz steps off the rubber, quickly back on here. Still looking for strike 1 on Melendez. The pitch. And it's in the dirt, 4 straight balls, and Melendez gets a free 90. With 1 down, bases are once again loaded for Adrian Torres. Another final score, Peak Prospects defeat the Storm Lake Whitecaps 7-3. Here we go. Bases loaded for Torres. He swings through the first pitch for strike 1. See a right-hander warming up for Fort Dodge, a white sweatshirt on, so no number just yet. Can't get to the pitcher. The 0-1 count to Torres, and in the dirt, Finney with another block. He's been a wall all night tonight. 1-1 count. Less than 2 outs. All Torres has to do is hit it far enough in the outfield to score another run. try to extend the lead back to 3 for the pitcher, Augie Voigt. 1-1 count. Third pitch of the at-bat, and Torres goes inside out on a foul piece. Out of play for strike 2. One-two to Torres. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up once again, but this one still drifts out of play as well. 5 pitches this at-bat for Torres. Still looking for one to drive here. Still a 1-2 pitch. Schwartz kicks and fires, and Torres just gets caught outside on a fastball. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So the Bandits really got to persevere here. Two down, we go to Miko Soto. Base is still loaded. And this one just outside, ball 1. One-oh count now, the pitch. Soto grounder back to the mound, and Schwartz with an easy play for out number 3. 2 straight scoreless innings for the Bandits offense despite loading them up. And they'll leave them stranded. We head now to the top of the 5th. Voigt back out to pitch as Bancroft still leads Fort Dodge 4-2. You're listening to Bandits Baseball live from Memorial Park. Already played 4 complete here, and not a whole lot of offense in this one, but Fort Dodge was able to cut the lead in half this past time at the plate. And they got the top of the order to lead things off in the top of the 5th. 4-2 is still the score for Memorial Park Bandits, out in front by 2 over the Miners. Looking to extend their winning streak to 15, hopefully. First pitch swung on and fouled back, and here's the second from Voigt. Curveball, beautiful pitch right there. Freezes K, taken for strike two. So an 0-2 count. Voigt with the fastball, almost painting the corner. Sometimes you just got to give it to him on execution. Not been a whole lot of batters rung up tonight when they get down to 2 strikes and often. Here's the 1-2 from Voigt. This one even more outside for ball 2. The 2-2 inside this time for ball 3. So Voigt, after quickly getting up 0-2, goes 3 straight balls to work the count full to the second baseman, Derek Kay. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. Number 1 of the night for Augie Voigt. Number 2 batter up now, Jose Guillen Jr., the left fielder wearing number 6. Stepping in 0 for 2. He's looking for his first knock of the night. Only 3 base hits this game and almost could have been 4. Sharply hit line drive the other way from Guillen Jr. Going inside out on that one and almost taking the first base umpire's head off. It's a long strike one on the foul ball, and here's the 0-1 delivery. Curveball just going to break below the knees for ball 1. The 1-1 delivery and in the dirt to the backstop, ball 2. There's the 2-1 from Voigt. Swung on, hit in the air to right field. Mason trying to race towards it and slides and can't make the grab in foul territory. Just couldn't quite get to position, and it's a long strike to Jose Guillen Jr. Trying to go with the pitches and trying to hit opposite field. That'll even up the count 2-2 here. Voigt back from the windup. The pitch. Hit in the air towards second, and Soto has no trouble with that one, making the grab for out number 2. This will now go back to the first baseman, Devin Porter. Nobody on, 2 down. Voigt looking for a productive inning, getting 2 quick outs. Already set from the windup. Porter still yet to step in the box, and Voigt is ready to go. He winds and fires the first pitch. Fastball just off the plate for ball 1, not getting a whole lot of love outside here tonight for either Johnson or Voigt. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and fly towards center. Seamster might have trouble, and he just manages to make the catch for out number 3. As you could tell with the color of the sky, it might be tough for some of those outfielders to track those balls down, and Brian Seamster just manages to make the catch for out number 3. We'll go now to the bottom of the 5th. Bancroft still on top of this one, 4-2. Listening to Bandits Baseball live from Memorial Park. Bottom of the fifth now, we have Aaron Cowboy Mason stepping up to the plate. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for Bancroft. In this inning, Aaron Cowboy Mason stepping in 0 for 2. Had one of the best starts to this summer. He's looking to try and reheat things up here heading into the playoffs. So he steps in for the third time tonight. With the new pitcher, Brock Saylor, a right-hander, number 22, in for Fort Dodge. Going out of the stretch as Mason hits this one in the air towards center and hangs up there on the first pitch of the at-bat. Mason flies out to center. We're out number 1.
Next bat for the Bandits. First baseman, number 35, Bobby Galindo.
With one down now, we go to Bobby Galindo, number 35, the first baseman. So Galindo also stepping in 0 for 2. Just not a whole lot of offense tonight on either side. First pitch taken just off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Galindo. This time taken inside for ball 2, a 2-0 count now. Hitters count. Saylor from the stretch. Down the pipe for strike 1. As Brock Saylor fires the fastball in. So old Schwartz night ends after 4 innings. 3 strikeouts, 4 runs given up. 3 earned. There's the 2-1. And Galindo rips this one to the right side, and it goes into right field. A 1-out single for Galindo, and let's hope the Bandits can get back on the sticks here as Galindo gets his first knock of the night. A hard hit ball through the 3-4 hole. Now up to the plate, stepping in 0 for 2, Sean Ross. A line drive out and a fly out. So let's hope Ross can run into a ball the way Galindo did. Still 1 out, man on first. First pitch to Ross. In the dirt and past. The catcher's still Lyle Finney. This time he just couldn't make the block. Goes right through the legs into the backstop, allowing Galindo to head into scoring position. On its second, let's hope Ross can move him over or drive him in. There's the 1-0 pitch to Ross, swung on and fouled straight back for strike 1. Sean Ross steps back in here. The count locked even at 1-1. Trying to bring Galindo home across the diamond at second. Third pitch of the at-bat from Saylor. Below the knees for ball 2. 2-1 the count now. Fourth pitch on the way. And Ross swings and misses for strike 2. Sailor evens the count at 2-2. Galindo dances at second. Here's the fifth pitch of the at-bat. Ross stays alive as he fouls it back to the backstop. Still 2-2. The sixth pitch at bat for Sean Ross, and the 2-2 offering still, and a breaking pitch from Sailor. Sails high and away there for ball 3. And now a full count for the shortstop, Sean Ross. Three-two on the way. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Next batsman is catcher number 2, Cooper Denny.
With 2 down and runner on second, we now go to Cooper Denny stepping in 0 for 0 with 2 walks and a run scored. First pitch of the at-bat from Sailor, taken upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 count now for Denny. The 1-0 swung on to the net for strike 1. One from Sailor, and upstairs, and the catcher can't see it, and Galindo sees this and takes third. So he now moves 90 feet closer for the catcher, Cooper Denny. Denny could get his first knock in a big way here to help extend the lead. Hopefully, it's still 4-2. Bobby Galindo takes third base. And Denny swings through the fourth pitch of the at-bat for strike 2 to even up the count 2-2. Sailor resets, deuces across the scoreboard, and the pitch just inside for ball 3. Count works full to Cooper Denny. Sailor with the pitch, swung on and missed. The third straight inning, the Bandits leave runners stranded in scoring position. Back-to-back strikeouts for the new relief pitcher, Brock Sailor. But it's still a 4-2 ball game. The Bandits got to try to hold on to a 2-run lead for hopefully their 15th straight victory. We'll head now to the top of the 6th. You're listening to Bandits Baseball Live from Memorial Park. Don't go anywhere. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Fort Dodge Gypsum Miners in the top half of inning number 6. Not the most exciting contest tonight, but nevertheless, it's 4-2 for Bancroft. We've only seen 5 total base hits from both teams combined. But Augie Voigt still trying to hold the Miners to no more damage, still trying to hold on to a 2-run lead as he fires a first pitch strike to Peyton Krugler, leading things off out of right field. A 2-run lead at his back. All he needs now is 6 more outs for 15 straight dubs. As this fastball misses inside, ball 1 and a 1-1 count now. Voigt quickly goes back to work here. He winds and fires the third pitch of the at-bat just off the plate for ball 2. 2-1 now. Voigt with the windup. The pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Krugler can't hold back on the check swing. He gets him on an outside fastball to even things up 2-2. Fifth pitch of the at-bat, and Krugler with a late swing just gets a piece of it. Stay alive here. Still 2-2. Voigt back from the windup. He winds and fires, and in the attic for ball 3. So after that one misses high, they work the count full to start things off here in the 6th. And Voigt with the 3-2. Pops him up, but he'll carry straight back out of play. A 7-pitch at for Peyton Krugler. Start things off for Fort Dodge in the 6th. Count still 3-2. And a high inside fastball. Krugler offers and still gets a piece of it, foul straight back. So he's looking to defend the plate with 2 strikes, and he's doing well so far. Voigt picks up the tempo with the 3-2. Ground ball towards Melendez. Makes the scoop, the throw. In time, out number 1. Ivan Melendez with another great play from third as he delivers a strike to beat Krugler. 4 out number 1 and a 5-3 putout. And we'll go now to Jackie Jimenez, the designated hitter. 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch to Jimenez, and he's going to wear it. Looks to be shaken up after it, jumping around. Just trying to get his composure as he heads to first. With 1 down, we'll go now to the beer batter, Lyle Finney. So that fastball just gets away from Voigt, and it hits Jimenez in a spot that don't tickle.
Next batter for the Miners, catcher number 15, the beer batter, Lyle Finney.
So we await to resume play here. Following the hit by pitch, 1 down, 1 man on first. And we go now to the catcher and number 6 hitter, Lyle Finney. Voigt from the stretch. First pitch to Finney, and he just gets the tip of the bat on it. Fouled straight back for strike 1. Voigt comes set for the 0-1, and the pitch. Carries outside for ball 1. A 2-1 count now as that one misses inside for ball 2. The pitch down the pipe for strike two, and Voigt will tie things up here with a 2-2 count to the beer batter, Lyle Finney. So far, he's held it pretty well, reaching base twice with a hit by pitch and a walk. Let's see what happens here with a 2-2 count. Curveball just missing for ball three, and we'll go back to a full count once again. Full count pitch. Swung on, grounded towards Galindo. Makes a nice grab. The throw to second in time. And watch your lips, Voigt. He just dodges. And it's a fielder's choice for out number two. Finney will just trade places with Jimenez at first. Almost a scary moment. Voigt almost wears one on the throw back to first. Bobby Galindo made a great scoop. A sharply hit ground ball the other way. Throws down to second to get Jimenez for out number two. The throw back to first, not in time. So still a man on first, 2 down. And we'll go back to Nate Dolman. He's stepping in 1 for 2. An RBI single back in the fourth. Looking for his second knock of the game. Third baseman hitting seventh. First pitch to Dolman. In there for strike one. The 0-1. 2 straight strikes for Voigt, and it's an 0-2 count for Nate Dolman. Gonna have to try to battle back here. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 3 pitches and 3 strikes for out number 3. And Augie Voigt's second strikeout. One last opportunity for the Bandits to extend this 2-run lead as we got the bottom of the 6th on the way. And it looks like a new pitcher in for Fort Dodge. We'll be right back. It's 4-2 Bandits. You're listening to Bandits Baseball Live from Memorial Park. Top of the order due up for the Bandits here in the bottom of the 6th. Not a whole lot of time left to add to a 2-run lead. It's still 4-2 for Bancroft. Only seen 3 base hits for the Bandits so far tonight. So let's hope Brian Seamster can get things rolling once again. He steps in 0 for 1, but he does have a couple walks. So he just needs to get on base. First pitch taken for strike one. And Jason Ferreira's in the pitch now for Fort Dodge. Played for Storm Lake last summer, now in for Fort Dodge. The 0-1 pitch to Seamster. And this one's outside for ball one, so you know he's got a hard fastball and a slider with a lot of movement on it. So he comes set here for the 1-1 and the pitch. Seamster tries to go with this one, and he skies it out of play the other way for strike two. Foul ball. A 1-2 count now. And Jason Ferreras with the pitch. Slider just missing inside for ball two. Two-two slider, and Seamster just gets a piece of it. Stay alive here, keep the count locked at 2-2. The 2-2 slider. Just missing for ball three, not sure where. But there's that slider from Ferreras. Almost getting Seamster with two strikes, and it's a full count now. Leadoff batter Brian Seamster. Seventh pitch of the at-bat. Upstairs for ball four. Third walk drawn by Brian Seamster, and he's just gotten on base 3 times tonight by walks. Seeing the ball very well. So we'll now go to Coco Kennedy, the left fielder. He's been hit by pitches twice tonight. Stepping in 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the second. 1 run scored. Kennedy will call time here. Nobody out, 1 man on first. After the walk to Seamster. First pitch of the at-bat. Slider just hung up outside for ball one. The 1-0 from Ferreras. Taking this time high and out for ball two. The 2-0 pitch to Coco Kennedy, and while Seamster walks 3 times, Coco Kennedy gets plunked 3 times tonight, and I think he was looking to hit something tonight and not wear the baseball 3 total times. That one might have been a stinger there. But nevertheless, it's 2 free 90s for Jason Ferreras to start off the bottom of the 6th. 2 runners on for Ivan Melendez. First pitch to Melendez. Slider that just nabs the zone for strike 1. A lot of movement on that pitch there. It's 0-1 early. Second pitch. Slider this time runs off the plate for ball 1. A 1-1 from Ferreras. And Melendez goes chasing and fouls it into that for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch, a double steal. Swung on and missed. The throw to third, not in time. It's strike 3 to Ivan Melendez. But 2 stolen bases as Seamster moves to third and Kennedy to second. Good heads-up base running there, but Melendez goes down swinging for out number 1. That'll bring up the DH and cleanup hitter, Adrian Torres. He's had runners in scoring position a lot tonight and somehow still hasn't found ways to drive him in. He steps in 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch of the at-bat, slider runs over the plate for strike 1. A lot of movement on the pitches from Ferreras. Well, you know, you got that hard velo fastball. It might be tough to pick up early. He comes set from the stretch for the 0-1, and he fires. Slider in there for strike 2, and it's 0-2 in the count early. Torres going to have to battle back here from 0-2. The pitch, 3 straight sliders, and Torres gets retired in 3 pitches. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jason Ferreras. Nico Soto heads to the plate for the 4th time tonight, stepping in 1 for 3. Reaching base on a single and an RBI fielder's choice. Back in the first. He's got to try to get one past this infield, which the Fort Dodge defense has been behind their pitchers here tonight, especially the catcher, Lyle Finney. You really got to tip your cap. He's just been a wall back there tonight. So just like that, ball 1. Outside a 1-0 count to Miko Soto. Ferreras quickly resets. And the pitch. Fastball missing for ball 2. They're going to put Soto on first, so a force out at all bags to bring up Aaron Cowboy Mason with 2 down, bases loaded. Intentional walk to Soto.
Right fielder, number 11, Aaron Cowboy Mason.
So bold strategy to intentionally walk Soto, but not a bad call there. You now got to force out at any bag plus home. And Mason stepping in 0 for 3. First pitch, offered at for strike 1. Can't hold on a check swing. The 0-1 pitch now to Mason from the stretch. Slider that rides outside for ball 1. The 1-1 and upstairs for ball 2. Counts 2 balls, 1 strike to Mason, and he gets him with a slider there for strike 2. So Ferreras trying to get out of this inning scoreless. Mason trying to extend the lead. Here we go, 2-2 count. And the pitch upstairs for ball 3. Three-two pitch to Mason, and he gets him chasing a slider outside. And the Bandits fail to score since the second. It's 4 straight scoreless innings as they leave him stranded here. Heading into the top of the 7th, Bancroft still trying to hold on to a 4-2 win and their 15th straight, but they still need 3 outs before then. But we're in good position. We're bringing out a left-hander, Julian Galindo, set to take over for Bancroft. You're listening to Bandits Baseball, live from Memorial Park. Welcome back to Memorial Park as we've played 6 complete here from Bancroft, and we have 8-9 top due up for Fort Dodge. Trying to climb back from a 2-run deficit before 3 outs. And coming in to pitch for the first time in 2 weeks, Julian Galindo, one of the top arms on the Bancroft pitching staff. Low 90-mile-per-hour fastball, but a left-handed gunslinger. Let's hope Galindo can close this thing out with a save. The first pitch is he blows the heater by the hitter Adam Thompson for strike 1. The 0-1. Fastball just missing low for ball 1. And Julian Galindo has transitioned into one heck of a pitcher here this summer for Bancroft. Wonder since he's closing tonight, could he be the closer moving forward in playoff time? The 1-1, and it's popped up into the net for strike 2. The 1-2 count for Thompson. Galindo from the stretch, and that, where in the heck did that one miss as Cooper Denny got ahead of himself, throwing down to third. I'm not sure where that pitch missed, and nevertheless it's 2-2. Cooper Denny tried to throw down to third as he thought Galindo just sat down Thompson with strike 3, but he's got another thing coming. Still 2-2, Galindo from the stretch. And now I'm not sure where this one's missing. Back-to-back balls that should have been rung up for strike 3. Not sure what you're looking for. Full count now to Thompson, and the pitch, and that will finally do it. Strike 5. So it's the first strikeout in the first hitter face for Julian Galindo. So he perseveres there on the full count for out number 1, and we'll go now to Sam Kimberly, the switch hitter, going back to the right-handed side. Now that he faces the left-hander Galindo, he comes set from the stretch. The pitch. And this one's outside for ball 1. So just a matter of inches, Galindo just gets this one down the pipe, and Thompson swung on and missed. It's at 1-0 now, and this one over the inside part of the plate for strike 1. A 1-1 count now for Galindo. Comes set from the stretch. He fires this one inside, and watch out. Coming straight for the hip of Sam Kimberly. That one could have hurt. A 2-1 count now. Nobody on, 1 down. The pitch, and this one will ride outside for ball 3. 3-1 hitters count here for Sam Kimberly. The pitch in there for strike 2. Second straight full count. Galindo works on a Fort Dodge batter. It's 3-2 now. Galindo looking for his second strikeout and out number 2 here with the 3-2 pitch and upstairs for ball 4.
Next bat for the Miners, second baseman number 2, Derek Kay.
So a walk to the 9-hitter Sam Kimberly as he now stands in safely on first. We'll go back to the top of the order with Derek Kay stepping in 0 for 2. Led off the game with a walk and a run scored. Here's the first pitch. Fouled back into the net for strike one. Foul ball. Oh, 1 count now for Derek Kay. The second pitch upstairs, ball one. Count's now 1-1. Galindo from the stretch. This one hit in the air towards right center. Gonna have to race towards it. Mason gonna make the grab for out number 2, and the Miners down to their final out.
Next bat for the Miners, left fielder number 6, Jose Ian Jr.
2 down now. Bancroft looking to extend the winning streak to 15. With the tying run at the plate with Jose Guillen Jr. 2 down. Galindo from the stretch. Just off the plate for ball one. Here's the 1-0. Roped into left field, and Guillen Jr. with a 2-out single. A line drive hit sharply through the 5-6 hole, and the Miners aren't done just yet. As after that, we now got runners on first and second. And we'll go back to the 3-hitter now, Devin Porter. Coach Van Vactor going to call time here to have a quick word with his pitcher, Galindo. We'll step aside as well. It's 4-2. 2 down in the top of the 7th. Runners on first and second. You're listening to Bandits Baseball. Wait the first pitch now to Devin Porter. Galindo kicks and fires, and this one's hit in the air the other way. Melendez races towards it, but he can't make the grab as it goes through the light pole out in left field. The runners are going to race back to their spots. It's a long strike one and an 0-1 count. No 1 count now. Porter awaits the second pitch. Galindo fires. Fastball in there for strike 2. Now an 0-2 count. The Miners down to their final strike. Porter steps outside. Right back in here, waiting the 0-2 pitch. Galindo comes set. Fires. Just missing for ball one. Still a 1-2 count. Galindo comes set from the stretch. He fires. Hit into left. Kennedy going to try to field this one, and he runs right through the ball. The tying run coming around third, and he's going to be held up. And he does not have the ball to tag him at third. And Devin Porter comes up big there. Should have been a single, and he legs it into a double. Kennedy overruns the ground ball on a do or die. And it's a ball game now. It's 4-3. The tying run on at third, the go-ahead at second, and Peyton Krugler at the plate. So Kimmerly comes in to score. Guillen Jr. left stranded at third. Runners on second and third for Krugler. First pitch, the four-seamer blows by Krugler. Swung on and missed for strike one. It's an 0-1 count now. Galindo comes set. The pitch. Fastball just low and away for ball one. The 1-1 on the way. Gets Krugler chasing upstairs for strike two. And he'll step off the rubber here. Krugler steps out of the box. And here we go. 1-2 count, 2 away. Tying run on at third. Krugler at the plate. Galindo from the stretch. Swung on and missed, and Denny makes the grab for the third and final out as Krugler goes down swinging. And Julian Galindo slams the door shut for the 15th straight victory for the Bancroft Bandits. They advance to 29 wins and just 4 losses on the summer. And Fort Dodge falls to 10-19. My name has been Mitchell Kieran, thanking you for tuning in to tonight's contest of Pioneer Collegiate Baseball. We'll be back on the air tomorrow on the road against the Storm Lake Whitecaps. But until then, Bandits win 4-2. Go Bandits. 4-3, correction. Go Bandits.